Feast your eyes on my beautiful wallpaper. It's so pretty because Todoroki is in it. And he's fucking adorable. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to my Reaper tutorial. Much more quicker this time because the last one was over an hour. So I'm going to accomplish this by just teaching you how to just use Reaper and not how to mix per se. So let's get started. Alright, so when you first open Reaper, you won't have a project open like this, but that's the good thing about Reaper. Whatever project you saved and closed last will appear when you open Reaper again. So that's the great thing about Reaper. And as you can see, here it has this disclaimer about Reaper is not free. What you can do is just click on each of these tabs here, and possibly this tab too, and it has a countdown button here usually, and then it will pop up as still evaluating. You can click that. It's nice to support Reaper if you actually find it's useful. It's only $60, so it's not crazy expensive. It's not Adobe, guys. It's 3 months of one Adobe software. Anyway, so this is Reaper. So first thing, definitely an important thing. See this thing that looks like the letter D right here, and it's green, and you hover your mouse over it and it says snap disabled. Yeah, you want it to be disabled, because let me show you what happens if you enable it. So let me enable it really quick. Okay, so right, okay, let's see, I want to put a little time between this part and this part. So to do that, to put time between two different spaces, what you can do is put your cursor in between. Make sure this black arrow and line is where you want to cut. Then press S on your keyboard to chop it up, and then you can start moving these together and apart. Now let's say I want to move it here. Wait. Okay. Let's say I want to move it there, right? Okay. So what happens when whoa. I did not mean to do that. Fuck. Control Z. Control Z is a lifesaver here. Okay. So let's say I want to move it here. Like right here. So try to move it, and there's your problem right there. It skipped entirely where I wanted to actually move it, and it went to this next guideline here. And that's what snap does, is it moves the track you're moving to the nearest guideline. Yeah, that's not really convenient. So if you don't want that you don't want that for shizzle going on, you want to put your tracks, let's say here, then you want to disable snap by just clicking the button, and now I can move it here. Yay! Okay, so let me put this back. Okay, so there is that. That's the first thing you want to make sure you do. Once you do disable it, if you close Reaper, it's not going to re-enable, it'll stay disabled. So that's the great thing there. Okay, so this I might be going jumping all over the place here. I apologize. Now, here you can click this button to create a new project. Here you can use this button to open a project. And here's the great thing about that, actually. Let me show you here. The great thing about this is if you hold down the control key, select multiple files, click open. Yes, I want to save it. Thank you, Reaper, for reminding us always to save our projects before we close them and not be idiots. What would the older generation... I wonder what the older generation was like when you didn't have that feature. No, I'm just kidding. I'm part of that old generation. Rip. I'm just kidding. But anyway, back on track. The good thing about Reaper is you can have multiple tabs of different projects. So like here, I have the instrumental that I made with like all the this file that has all the vocals exported from this one, and so I can kind of go back and forth between this and this. And also this is just the syncing of the "Man love me, it's get the" line. I'm sorry for the feels. And yeah, okay. So yeah, you can do that. You can mix, you can have multiple tabs open, so you can go back and forth between different projects if you need to. Okay, so that's the good thing about open project. If you did file and open, I think you would, like, it would just close and then you could only open one project. You might be able to do the same thing that way if you hold Control key down and click multiple projects, but you do have to reselect. Like if I had this open and I wanted to open like other projects along with this, like keep this open, I'd have to select that too. Like it's this one, I'd have to select it, otherwise it'll close it and I have to like reopen it. So anyway, okay, so that's that. What else? Project settings. You can edit project settings here. Blah 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 blah. I don't really play with this at all. If you feel comfortable with it, you can. Video. We have video. I didn't know that, but I'm not gonna mess with that. Advanced settings. Too advanced for me. Notes. You know, put notes here. Project notes. That's cool. Disclaimer, I am like still learning things about Reaper. I am Audacity trash, sorry. Alright, here's undo. Oh, can't undo, can't redo. Rip. Did it. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, metronome, I haven't used that, but I imagine it's very useful. Like when you're trying to see if somebody's keeping rhythm or match somebody to a certain rhythm. I don't know how this works. Well, let's see what it looks like. Nothing really appears. So I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Alright, auto crossfade enabled. That means let's go back to this example. You take it apart, and if you cross it over this, what that red's going to do when you actually listen to it is it's going to fade from this to this, making a smoother transition. Like it's going to fade in this half to make a smoother transition between parts. That really helped me when I was making this instrumental, because without it, like the repeat instrumental part I had to put here, where was it? Anyway, it just sounded obvious that I was putting parts together without that fade in. So, and I think I exported it with that fade in done, so it doesn't show here, I don't think. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's what that is, cross fade in. This is so that happens automatically. If you don't, and yeah, it doesn't happen if you don't get that fade if it's disabled. Alright, next thing, item edit grouping enabled. That lets you do this. I'm guessing this is what they're talking about, making This is what you call a bus. So let me, oh gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna click the X here. I'm gonna regret this. Basically what this does is, let's say this is the start of the bus. So click the plus button right that appears here when you hover your mouse. This track starts the bus. And what the bus allows you to do is I can mute the bus, so that mutes every file that's, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And the sorry. That would mute all of the files in all the tracks in this bus. And if I solo it, then only the tracks in this bus would be hearable. Like you wouldn't be able to hear this one, also because it's muted. But and also the biggest plus to busing is whatever effects I could put here apply to all of these tracks. So here I have recomp, so compression, and refer equalization done to it. So the way effects work, you can apply it to full buses like this, or you can apply it to single people. But before I get into that, really quickly, let's say I wanted to end the bus here. Like I wanted this guy to be the last one of the bus. So what I do is I add here and then move this, drag this to the left, and then exit out. And then now these people aren't part of the bus. There's probably a simpler way to do that, but I don't know it. So again, I'll show you with this guy. You would, no, I don't want to do that. I'll show it with this guy. Then you would click the plus sign here and then click the X, and then okay. Like to take it out, you should be able to like drag it out. I don't know why it doesn't do that here. There we go. Okay, that's how you do. I'm so sorry. Okay, to take someone out of the bus, let's like re-add a couple of people. Let's say I wanted to take this guy out the bus. You would click the bottom here. No, make sure those double arrows aren't appearing. Click the bottom here and see this blue line, see this blue line? Why is it not working now? Hello, Reaper. Okay. Yeah, okay. So the person has to be at the bottom of the bus, and what you can do is, see the blue line? You want it to stretch to the end of the screen, and then that's how then you let go, and that's how you get the person out of the bus. Okay, that was fun. All right, so so that's, you know, buses. I'm gonna undo all this. Did that put everyone back? That's there we go. I think no. Undoing. Okay, I think that was where it was. Okay, and also just so you know, this middle thing, this middle audio wave is me. Like, I'm like the starter of the bus, basically, where all the effects and controls for the whole bus go. But this is my personal like track, like my personal voice, and these other two lines here are like the rest of the bus, basically, like all the other sound from the rest of the bus. That's what this is. That's what that is. Okay? Okay. So this is mute. This is solo for any track. Now let's touch on effects. So, alright, I'll just use this to be safe. You click on that FX button on any track or any bus starting track, and what you want to do, if you want to add an effect, add here, you click that add button right there, and you'll see this list. And for different effects, you have to probably like look up which one you need for whatever you're trying to do. For compression, for example, you want to use Recomp by Cocos. Right? Okay. You click OK, and this will pop up. What I did for Secret Base is I took this and move it to -20. This is for like all the voice tracks, like everyone combined. I put this to the threshold to -20. What that's going to do is whenever this, sorry, whenever this goes to -20 here, the compressor automatically comes in and it takes out whatever is above that, basically. I suck at explaining this stuff. And you play around with it. Play around with the threshold here. The attack rate is usually good at 3.0. Ratio, wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm just wasting time now. I should stop wasting time. Look up tutorials on compression. Don't listen to me. Okay, but now you see that his FX button is on, and that means that the compression was applied. You don't click OK or anything. You don't need to. It was already added. Oh, here is the other one that I messed with, this ratio. I put it for all the voices combined, like so. For this FX control that controls the whole bus with all the vocals, I put the ratio at 3:1. So there's a freaking tutorial out there that explains all, like, the whole process here. It's a ratio of I'm so horrible, I don't remember. Anyway, I won't waste anyone's time trying to remember. So this is what I've used to compress, like the settings I use for all vocals to compress them, like to compress all the vocals. Okay, I'm just going to, no, didn't mean that. And if you want to remove the effect, you just click remove, and there's a checkbox here to check or uncheck. Okay, get out of here. And if you just don't want any effects on the person anymore, or you just want to like temporarily take them out, just click the FX button and you turn it off. There you go. Okay. This is a random thing. Okay, so I'll just use my track to demonstrate. The red button here, you can click it, and if, hold on, is it, oh, probably not going to, because this is the master track. But it, like that button, what basically it's called arming a track, so that you can, let me show you, scroll all the way down here, and right click, insert new track, Okay. Why did it not? Oh my gosh, did it? Where did it put the new track? Such Reaper noob. No, not here. No. No, that's not it. Thanks, Reaper. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so if you want to record yourself like in Reaper, like automatically, you click this here, and then where is it? I guess this is not picking up my mic. It should pick up your mic here. Like you'll see like green and yellow bar going up and down as you talk. It's just not capturing my mic right now. Okay, so I can delete this now. Anyway, but yeah, if you want to record, you can record like that, and then it'll, once you end the recording, by clicking the stop button, when you want to start recording, hit this button right here. When you're done, click the stop button, and then it'll ask if you want to save the recording, and then you can save it if you like. And here, this it actually lists all the effects on like this track right here. Like you see the recomp here, the compression, yeah, and this track right here, like the bus here, you see the recomp, the compression, and the equalization, which is here. So yeah, there you go. Equalization pretty much works the same as it did in Audacity. I could show you really quick. I could show you the world. I'm kidding. Okay, so this was like the original line that the line was on, like it was on this line, and then you can, like, here's the 50 decibels, 100 decibels, and so on right here, and then you can, you know, mess around with it until you get what you like. I just turned down a lot of the lower frequencies here. There you go. So see, I can explain some mastering, I just can't explain compression very well. Okay, sorry to kind of do that, put you through that. Okay, this is the volume knob. You use it, sorry, this is the panning knob. You use it to pan, like this is pan center right now. If you want to take this one and say pan left, you just click it and move your mouse to the left so the knob goes left. I'm gonna put it back up. Anyway, so that's that. Kind of going out of order now. Here's the timeline. Alright, so you have your tracks here, and you are able to right click a track, and then you can click, let's say, track color. What I've been doing is I've been clicking set track to random color because I love randomness. Variety is the spice of life. And there's also track icon, which are those pictures you see next to each track. And you can click set track icon, and like you have access to your pictures folder or any folder you need, and you can change your track. You just, picture, you can change your track picture. You just click this and whichever pic you want and click open. Okay, simple as that. I want to undo that. Oh yeah, I could. Oh, okay. So, alright, so you might wonder, what's the M here? the M is muted, and like you can mute easily parts of any track. You just click it. You like if you want to cut it here, like if you want to cut this track here, for example, make sure the line's there with the black arrow. Press the S button on your keyboard. Now you have two separate pieces. And if I wanted to mute this part, for example, make sure it's lit up like this when you click it. Otherwise, you'll start like making whatever change here to maybe like this block too. So you don't want that. Be careful. Okay, so to mute it, for example, right click it like this. Item settings, please, mute. Now you see the M, that means it's muted. See. Bam. Okay, and you can also do things like normalizing. You can right click, actually no, you do this by when you want to amplify or normalize a part of the track, you can do that. Double click it as long as it's lit up like this, and here's the amplifying knob, and you can normalize this. Some parts won't let you normalize, but here you can normalize. Okay, it's freaking loud. Undo. And you can also double click and amplify like this. Okay, so that made it a little louder. And that okay. So also the cool thing here, even though I don't really recommend this when mixing, is you can hold down the control key and like select this guy and this guy at the same time, and select multiple parts like this, and then you can right click, oh my gosh, double click, and then you can like amplify at the same time. See, again, if as you can see, it's uneven, so like this guy was way louder. Right there. Yeah, this guy is way louder than this guy, and it's it's not a coincidence. He's probably gonna sound way louder than this guy. Okay, so don't do that unless you have a good reason to, like you want to de-amplify a bunch of people. Okay, so as you can see here, I have lots of fun chopping things into little parts and muting each part. But you might think, nyako, please, that's too many blocks. It looks scary all chopped up like that. No problem. You can fix this by holding the control key down and clicking on all the parts. And if you need to like edit like several of these little blocks, it's a lot easier if you do this. Select everything you want. Select all your little blocks here, and you can right click, and down here there's a lovely thing called glue items, and all the spacing you applied and all the other effects and stuff stay. It just connects everything. I'm kidding. And you'll have connection. There you go. So yep, you can glue it together like that. There's one other thing that I found out you can do, but blah. Well, yeah, you can how do you do this? Okay, if you want to, for whatever reason, add an effect to just this block, for example, right click, go to take, show FX chain for active take, And then you can add whatever effects and it will just apply to that particular block. You know, so if you want to do that for whatever reason, you feel the need to do that, you can. There you go. Yeah. Whee! So that's that. Yeah, you can add effects to blocks, like little blocks. Little, oh my god, I'm kidding. Okay. What else can I show you? I showed you how to glue things, and you know, I know I'm too lazy, that's why I still have all these little blocks despite knowing how to glue things together. Oh, okay, that's another thing. Okay, so let me show. Trigger warning, I'm about to play Secret Base. I'm really sorry, Lonely, but I have to show this next part. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's not sure. Okay, so while this is playing, you can see, you can move things. It's pretty cool. Yeah. You can move parts around, you can, you know, add effects. See? You can do that. You can chop things. Yep, you can. So this is the bar I was saying that would appear when you record. Like you see it here too. Like if the thing is getting your voice. This is volume controls here. Control volume, mute, record. Yeah. Okay. And also, like, you can like double click here to like change the name. Do that too. While it's playing. Any edits you want to make, you can do it while it's playing. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Joris. Okay. Alright. So yeah, that's the point. You can edit while it's playing. Okay. So yep, you can do that. Okay. Another thing you can do is stretchers. A little magical thing called stretchers. So let me pull this apart to show you what I mean. Let's say that this was a note, but it's too short. Like he ran out of breath and he couldn't hold the note long enough. So what we can do here, let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, there we go. What we can do here is use a magical thing called stretchers. What you want to do before that though, make sure there's no excess track like this here. Delete it. Okay, so you don't have to like pull it this far apart, but you should like separate it from everything before and after, because what the stretcher is going to do is, assuming this is one syllable, like this is, notice like one syllable, or assuming this is one syllable, you can hold down the Alt key and make sure this hand appears, this fisted hand appears, click and drag, and you can make that note last longer. That's what a stretching does. You can't go crazy with this, because if you do, it'll start sounding robotic, but here should be fine. Let me unmute this guy. Let's just play it. Okay, so that was like a long sorry, no. That was that was multiple syllables. So like if you need somebody to go faster or slower, you can actually use this stretcher by stretching them out to make them sing a phrase slower, like omoirewo. Or you can hold the Alt key down, grab the end part. It can be this part too, and just like, and you can make it go really into it. This is gonna sound horrible, but see? There you go. So yeah, stretchers are great for speeding up or slowing down the singing of phrases or notes to help you out with that. I muted the guy, I muted that part, but it's nice to have. And he did give me permission to use his voice here. So that's the thing, Alright. Anything else that I can teach you people? The panning knob is also here. You can also activate effects here. Effects, pretty much everything you can do here, you can do here. Each track has a number, so, and like when you click the track here, I clicked them. It's supposed to, oh, because he's already here. Okay, but like if I click, let's see this. Now this bar here moves so that you get this guy's thing here, and he's number 34 here. You can see the bottom number here says 34. So that's how you can locate people that way. Okay. I think that's it as far as this tutorial goes. Watch it turn out that I'm missing something. I think this has gone on enough though. I'll have like length problems if I keep it going. So yeah, there you go. That's Reaper. That's how you can use Reaper. Like obviously you don't have to use random colors. You can use whatever colors you want, color scheme your set, and you can have multiple buses. And yeah, thank you for watching my Reaper tutorial. How long has this been going? I don't know, but there you go. That is my Reaper tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.